Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will start our new chapter, force and motion. Previously in the chapter of kinematics we discussed the motion of a body without the reference of force. But here we are discussing about the force and motion. That means the causes of motion. Dynamics is the branch of mechanics which deal with the causes of motion, and the way they affect the motion is called dynamics. Now after the dynamics, force is an agent which produces or tends to produce motion in a body, which stops the motion of a body. There are two definitions combined. That means first, force is an agent which produces motion or tends to produce the motion. It is not necessary we applying the force on an object and the objects move forward directly, because sometimes the mass of the body is very large and the weight is also large, so we applying a small force, the body does not move. For example, a person trying to change the state of motion, state of rest of a bus, he applied a force on the bus, but the mass of the bus is very large, therefore he failed to move the bus but tends to move. That means there are some more people required. That means some more force applied on the bus, it comes into the state of motion. Similarly, if a bicycle comes from the other way, we applying the force on it and stop the bicycle. But a car comes from the other way, we applying the force not on it, because the motion of the car is fast as compared to the bicycle, so we do not stop the motion of the car. Therefore, I hope all of you understand, force is an agent which produces or tends to produce the motion in a body, which stops or tends to stop the motion of a body. In other words, force is an agent which produces acceleration in a body, or force is change the shape of the body. For example, if we applied a force in opposite direction on a spring, it extended in length or increased in length because we applied the force in opposite direction and try to extend it the spring. In that case, the spring is extended or extension. But if we apply the force to contract the spring, it comes closer to each other, and but in both the cases there is a change in the shape of the spring. But in case of a metal rod, we applying the force or try to bend the metal rod, it will bend, that means it change its shape. Similarly, if we hit a cane by a hammer, cane change their shape. तो ये यहाँ पर आपके पास जो है मुख्तलिफ किस्म के डिस्कशन या मुख्तलिफ फोर्स जो है एक एजेंट है जो शेप को चेंज भी कर सकता है, फोर्स एजेंट है जो एक्सेलरेशन प्रोड्यूस करता है, फोर्स एजेंट है जो मोशन प्रोड्यूस करता है बॉडी में और रोक देता है। फोर्स किसी मूव करती हुई बॉडी को रोक भी लेता है और रोकने की कोशिश भी करता है। ये फोर्स की डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस थी हमारे पास। नाउ what is the difference between the mass and the weight? Firstly, we know about the mass. What we know? Mass, a quantity of matter. The quantity of matter contained in a body is called mass. The quantity of matter contained in a material body or body is called mass. Mass remains same at all the places, either the body on the surface of Earth or on the surface of Moon or anywhere. Mass is measured in SI unit in kilogram. Mass has no direction, therefore it is scalar quantity. On the other hand, weight, the force by which Earth attracts the body towards its center is called weight. Weight of the body does not remain same at all the places. The weight of a body is different on the surface of Earth and on the surface of Moon, because weight of a body W is equals to mg, where g is the force of gravity or acceleration due to gravity. If we suppose that a body has mass only 100 kilogram, but on the surface of the earth we multiply 100 by 9.8, because in the previous chapter we have understood the g is acceleration due to gravity and it remains same at all the places of the earth. The value of the g or acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth is 9.8, but to make our calculation easy we use 10 meter per second square. So if we multiply 100 kilogram mass to 9.8, the weight of the body come as 980 Newton. Okay, I think I do it again. W is equals to mg, mass is 100 and g is 9.8. The answer come as 980 Newton. This is the weight of a body having the mass 100 kilogram on the surface of earth. It multiplied by 9.8. The answer comes as 980 Newton. But the similar body, if we took it on the surface of moon, where the value of g is 1.62 meter per second square. The acceleration due to gravity on moon, therefore 100 multiplied by 1.62, it comes as 162 Newton on the surface of moon. Therefore, lighter the same body on the surface of moon, but heavier on the surface of earth. Weight is always directed towards the center of the earth. So we can say that weight is a vector quantity. Weight is a force also. Therefore, the unit of force is Newton, as well as weight is measured in Newton. Now, Galileo was the first scientist who pointed out the motion of a body is always in a straight line. But in 1687, Newton explained the motion of a body on a straight line, but he proposed three laws of motion. Today we will discuss about the Newton first law of motion. It is very easy law. Every object continues its state of rest or state of motion until there is no force applied on it. What force applied on it? Which stop the body, motion of the body. Every object continues its state of rest or state of motion until the force applied on it. For example, a book lying on the table is always lies on the table until we applied or picked up the book from the table. It moved from one place to another. If a ball is kicked by a player, it moves and moves again and again, but some far away it will stop. How the ball does not continue its state of motion? Because number one force, the force of friction, a force which opposing the motion of the body is called force of friction. Because when we kick the ball rolled on the surface of earth or surface of the ground, and ground applying the force to resist the motion of the ball. At last the ball stopped somewhere. Similarly, when a body moves, air friction is also caused to stop the motion of the body. If we throw a ball in the horizontal direction, the ball after the somewhere it dropped in the ground. That means there is a force which resists the surface, which resists the motion of the body, the force of air friction, which is also known as dragging force or drag. The third one, the motion, the gravitational force. Because earth attracts the body, either the body on the surface of earth or above from the earth attracts the body towards the center of the earth. So these three forces are air friction force and gravitational force applied on the body and causes to stop the motion of the body. But a force which we applied on the body causes the motion of the body, which is known as the Newton first law of motion. After the Newton first law, inertia. What do you mean by inertia? That means every material object has a property to resist the state of the body. हर मटेरियल ऑब्जेक्ट्स की कोशिश ये होती है कि वो अपने स्टेट ऑफ द मोशन और रेस्ट को चेंज होने के खिलाफ काम करें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if we are standing over the floor of a bus and the bus driver start the motion of the bus, suddenly we all fall backwards. जैसे ही उसने बस को अचानक चलाया, हम सब के सब पीछे की तरफ गिरते हैं. लेकिन nobody is fall on the floor. कोई भी गिरता नहीं है. But our half of the portion of the body attached with the motion of the bus, but half of the upper portion try to resist the motion of the body. So that means we have the inertia and balance it. If a bus driver applied the brake suddenly, in this case all the passengers move in forward direction, but no one can fall again. कोई भी गिरेगा नहीं. और वहाँ पर क्या होगा कि सब के सब अपने फोर्स की अपर पोर्शन की वजह से वापस पीछे की तरफ आ जाएंगे और अपने आप को मेंटेन कर लेंगे. इनर्शिया. but mass of the body is directly measured the inertia. How? If a body is very large in mass, that means we applied a very greater force on it to change the state of the rest to motion. So this is the inertia. So the Newton's first law of motion is also called the law of inertia. Law of inertia. So these are the topics which we will discuss today, and we have complete this first lecture on motion and force. I hope all of you understand very well. So the notes I will provide you on the documents also, but please all of you MS Word, kindly all the students download the MS Office in their mobile phone, and if you want to watch me on the YouTube channel, already you are subscribed. If you are not subscribed, kindly subscribe this channel. This is very helpful for you.